7,
Hey guys, this is
6,
John, and I'm playing the
5,
Hourly Bullet Arena on
4, 3,
lichess.org. We've got
2,
48 players, and we're about to
1,
start here. I'm
0.
probably playing Sepo in the first round. We'll see. Yep, Mr. Sepo. Nobody got in later than him. Okay, let's attack his center with c5. Alright, I'll play b6 and go for another fianchetto. Sepo is quite fast. I would like to avoid a time scramble situation at the end, because I know they can do some damage when the clock is low. Alright, I am back from Texas, by the way. I was down there playing a tournament, and I am all home now, taking a little bit of a chess break from major tournaments, at least, for the next couple months. I'm just going to play some stuff locally and reassess maybe in a few months. Okay, let's do this, and if he takes, that e5 pawn is looking awfully lonely. I'm going to try to open the center anyways. Yeah, I think we're going to win the e5 pawn, because after he moves the attacked queen, it looks like we're going to, just be able to grab this. Let's block the file for the moment. A little bit worried about this bishop on b2. I don't want this opening up. Maybe getting in the rook to d2 would be helpful. Oh, he's going to sack. Okay. I'm going to take that. He's going to go c4, but I think I can defend f8 with moves like queen d8 maybe? Queen d8, he has bishop d5, I suppose. But I kind of have to go for this anyways. I think this is okay. Yeah, I'm going to bring this here and just defend everything. Next, get out of the way. He's doing his best to open the position, and we're going to do our best to keep it close. If he moves the queen away, then I can win e3. So he pretty much has to take, I believe. Okay, so let's do that. Let's take here. Let's do this. I'm going to let him check me a little bit because I have a back rank mate threat. So yeah, now he has to come back with his rook, and then my rook can invade. My king can invade, I should say. I'm going to go attack with the king. Let's take that. Yeah, he can't do much here, but I have little time. Oh, let's make a move, please. Let's play h2, and then checkmate him. If we get one more move off. Okay, so we win that game. I was a little bit worried at the end when I was having trouble getting one of those moves off. All right, so we vanquish Sepo in the first round. But you never know what will happen in these tournaments. We're probably going to play Sepo again. Let's berserk against Tarnival and go for this Gurganidze setup. I'm going to play knight h6 and send the knight to f5. Yeah, attacking this and this. We're berserking, so let's make it happen. Let's see if he wants to take. I might want to have the dark square bishop instead of the light square bishop, though. You never know. I can't take there. Can't do the in-between move. Okay, I'm going to try to open the center a little bit. This gives a pawn, but I don't know. I'm just trying to make something happen in the middle before time gets too low. All right. This is not a great position, though. I'm going to let him trade queens if he wants. Okay, let's grab the file, first of all. Let's see if I can pull off an endgame victory here with my little time. Okay, now we just run the a-pawn. Run the a-pawn as swiftly as we can. Get in knight a5, maybe? Oh, don't... Ooh, he could have played knight c2. That would have ruined my day. Oh, no. Is my rook trapped? It actually is trapped somehow. That's really irritating. Okay, I'm going to set a trap for him. I'm going to do... I can't even do that. This is not going to work too well. He has e6 now. Okay, I'm losing now. Let's see if we can go after some of his pawns. Now I got my knight trapped to boot. Are we queening? Oh my gosh, we're queening that pawn. Unbelievable. Oh! Unbelievable that we won that game. That was completely ridiculous. Sorry, Tarnival, for that one. All right, I'm not going to push my luck against Nightphorge. I'm just going to try to win. Completely undeserved victory, but hey, we'll take it. All right, I'm going to trade queens on d8. And then, okay, now his king is stuck in the center. Maybe we can make something happen out of this. Like if I give a check here, his king's got to choose a side. Okay, let's go this way. This is a little bit of a ticky-tack threat. Let's just maneuver a little bit. We'll come back here. Let's jump this knight into the middle, attack that bishop on g7. I guess I can take and maybe try to enter a better endgame. Like, his pawns are doubled up, and, you know, I can attack a6. The structure's very much in white's favor, so let's play e4, just stopping a rook d5 business. Maybe c3 will be helpful. If he wants to keep trading into the endgame, that's fine by me, because now I get to go win this pawn. Yeah, this is not good for him. I'm going to give a check here, and then I'm going to push my a pawn. He has to go... Okay, well, he's dropping another pawn. Yeah, this is going from bad to worse for black. Not a whole lot he can do here. If he plays c5, I can take it, and then I have knight b3 check at the end. So yeah, we get the bishop to boot. Let's just push the a pawn, then go after these kingside pawns. It's going to be too little, too late for Nightphorge. Start setting up checkmate. If I can do it correctly. All right, that should be checkmate next move. So, 3-0 to start the tournament. We've got some familiar faces like E-Player in the mixed. Ooh, and we're playing Ferrari. Okay, let's do something interesting against him. Yeah, I'm going to take advantage of his pre-moves. See if we can, like, I don't know, somehow stop him from pre-moving in the opening. Because he's very good at pre-moving at the start of the game. And as you can see, or know from my past games with him, and just, you know, if you've seen Ferrari play bullet chess, he's really, really fast. So we have to try to neutralize that. And that's what I did with b4, anticipating c5. Although I gave back the pawn right away, so it didn't have the desired effect. Okay, let's play rook e1, attack this knight a little bit. Let's do this. Okay, I'm going to go just bishop d2. And let's take, and then follow with knight e4, attacking this bishop. Okay, now we have some pressure here and here. This is quite nice. And we're going to get at that knight on e5 and also the pawn behind it. He has rook takes c3, though. How did I not see rook takes c3? I hope he doesn't see it. Although I think he will. He saw it. Yeah, that was unfortunate. I just botched that. All right. We still have some play, though. It's not like a completely lost position. All right, I'm going to come in here and trade and then attack that bishop. Okay, let's back this up. We actually have a time advantage somehow right now. Okay, f4. I want to get at that e6 pawn if I can. Let's see if we can stop bishop a6 for one thing. We don't need that ruining our day. Oh, rook f2 he has. That's nifty. He has bishop a6 now. Please don't see it. Hopefully he doesn't see it. Okay, let's just go back. I let him have another chance at that. Yeah, he's playing unusually slow right now. This is interesting. Let's not throw in h6 yet. I give a check there. Oh, got him. Okay. Nice to beat the Ferrari on time for once. Not used to that. All right, Sepo, let's play g6 again against you. And we're going to go for this Gurgenidze setup. I don't know if that's ever happened that I beat Ferrari on time. It's like an extremely rare circumstance. Okay, now we're going to win the pawn on e5. I like this position because I feel like his pawn on c5 might be out of the game. Okay, now we can castle too. And then probably go e5 and attack that bishop. I want to get at c5. That would be a very nice plan if I can execute it. Ooh, he can take e4, sack the exchange. Yeah, this has potential to be dangerous for me. Okay, I'm just going to take and not go after that exchange, I think. Let's play bishop f5 just to cover the e4 square. Maybe knight e2. Knight e2 would be nice to achieve. We do get knight e2 in. Okay, let's go here. He can take f5, but I think I have my king sufficiently covered. He does take f5. Okay, so let's go queen d4. I know he can take here. But let's just double up now. I'm just being wary of threats around my king. Also, I want to go d2 or maybe rook e1 even. He's going to have some back rank issues. Yeah, I think that's a smart move by him because he needs some safety for his king. Let's push the pawn. And let's go here to stop any queen g5 business. Queen g5 would have been a really annoying check. Now I can play my rook into e2 next. Can take that. Guess I'm going to do this. And then give a check and probably go after his pawn. Yeah, I'm kind of blowing this, though. Yeah, I shouldn't have played this for a time win. Now I probably can get away with it, but let's see if he wants to. Okay, well, we got the time win. I was thinking about clicking draw there, but the problem is if you try to look over at the draw button and click it, you might lose on time. So, hey. Hey, John, how do you handle all the stress from the tournaments? You kind of get used to it when you play a lot of tournaments, but it's no doubt stressful. I assume he means over the board tournaments and not these lichess tournaments. But yeah, you get used to it after a while. Well, pre-move. What? I pre-moved rook g8 by accident. Let's play queen d7. I'm going to castle queenside and then throw my g-pawn at him. This is what you call in the business improvising. So I'm going to do this and attempt to open lines against his king. Yeah, now I'm threatening bishop takes f3. Hopefully he doesn't see that somehow, but he is. Okay, let's go knight d5. Maybe I can get a trade, and ooh, he hung his queen. That is huge in our favor. And he immediately resigned. I think he was trying to go queen a5. But yeah, you get used to it. Also, it's important to take breaks in between tournaments. I played 4 tournaments in the past, like, month and a half, 2 months, which was really quite a lot. So, as I said, now I'm just taking a little bit of a breather for a couple months. I think that's important. I think you have to be willing to do that if you're playing a lot of tournaments. Like, rest and reflection is key to improvement. Okay, I'm going to go knight d4, attacking the bishop, and also b7. Maybe knight d5. Yeah, attacking c7. This looks pretty good. If he takes, I can take with a pawn. Plays that. Okay, so let's go here, and then just, I think, queen d2. Oh, I had bishop d5. Bishop d5 was winning his queen. Fortunately, we still have it. A stroke of luck that he allowed bishop d5 the second time, but yeah, I can even just take here. Now we're threatening queen g7 mate, among other things. If he takes my bishop, I have queen g7. All right, so nice checkmate there. 26 points. E-player is not on a streak. He lost a game. Sonata 2, hello to you. And we have Chess for Life in. Took a loss in the first round. Another loss there. Over 100 players. All right, E-player, let's stick with g6. I'm just going to pre-move g6. It seems to be working today. We're going for the Gurganidze once again. He takes. Okay, it's a little bit unusual. Not sure about taking on f3. Maybe I won't even do that. Although I know he likes to put the knight in on e5, so yeah, let's try to disrupt his play a little bit. E-player going directly for the attack. He is not ashamed. He just wants to kill me here. Okay, let's take here, and then, I don't know, maybe send the knight into c4. Queen h4 looks a little scary, though. I should probably address some of these threats against my king. Like, now I got to keep my knight more or less glued to that square. Okay, let's play this in. If ever h5, I'm going here. You could play bishop e2 and maybe just caveman style eliminate some stuff. Yeah, I'm going to have to go on the run with my king, it seems. Okay, I got to get this right. Okay, let's do this. I know he's going to crash through. I'm going to try for some counterattack on the back rank, but this is not looking pretty right now. Not at all. Yeah, everything is working for him now. All right, I got to run. He's going to win my bishop now, though, too. Oh, E-player, you're going to get me this game. It seems. My king is somehow escaping temporarily, but it's really, really unpleasant. I guess I'll give a check. Yeah, this is not good, though. Rook f8 is just confusion. Okay, I'm going to run this way. Try for something. But we're going to get mated soon. In short order, queen d7. Run up the board, I guess. Ah, nice one, E-player. Yeah, I took too many liberties with my own king. We're going to tell E-player GG. Okay, now we're playing chess for life. Got to win this game. Important to get on a streak now that we lost that one. Yeah, he played the attack well. I just didn't really have much. He executed it nicely. Okay, let's play queen c2. We're going to play some mainline stuff, I suppose. I'm not sure about this plan. Knight d7, knight b6. It seems a little tough to play black's position now. I just get the 2 bishops. All right, let's just go here. All right, I'll open the center if he wants. I have the 2 bishops once again, so this looks promising. Let's go bishop f4. He's kind of at the mercy of these bishops too, isn't he? Yeah, like now we win the exchange. Okay, so let's just take here. And then let's do this. I want to play this safely with f3 and just try to restrict his knight a bit. Put him in a pin. Yeah, now we can just do this and try to double up. Because how's he getting out of this pin? Like now he's just stuck. If he moves the knight, rook takes d8. And he resigns. Okay, so important to win that one. E-player, Luis Romano, atrophied. Karpov's Putzfrau, haven't seen that player for a while. Chess for Life just withdrew. All right, Sonata 2. Another fast player. Very fast player. I'm going to go for a Banco formation if he had played d5, but he didn't. So let's do this and then just take on d5 next. Okay, I'll go knight b6 followed by castling. Let's go here. If he plays d5, I'll play knight a5. Okay, he's going to play it this way, so we're going for pressure on d4. We can take and mess up the structure. That looks nice. Let's go knight a5, attacking the bishop. If he drops it back to c2, we're getting into c4. So I like the look of that. Let's play for the endgame, because this endgame should be good against those doubled pawns. I'm going to go knight b4. I'm not exactly sure where I'm going with that knight, though. I kind of want to go into d3, but now that I look at this, I'm not certain about this plan. Okay, I'm going to go here. Just put the rook on d7. Maybe I can attack d4. Yeah, I'm just straight up attacking that one. Okay, so let's take here. Then we take here. e6, just hold the knight. If he plays rook c1, we have knight f4. So that's a tactic we want to be aware of. Wouldn't be surprised to see him sacking. I had knight f4 on the last move, missed that. Oh, now I'll have it again, I think, unless he plays... Okay, yeah, he had rook d1, but this still wins material. Now let's pin him up here. And rook c4 is a threat. And he's losing more material. So we get the victory against Sonata 2. E-player, though, wow. He came with his A-game this time around. Ferrari once again. Okay, I'm not going to go back to the well. I'm just going to do this again. Let's play a little bit more. Again, I slip against him. Annoying. Yeah, I wanted to play something different than this. Okay, let's go e5 again. Then just go here. So I'm trying to mess up his pawns a little bit with this plan. Let's go knight g5 and attack e6. Let's go here. I can take. All right, let's do that. Take here. If he takes, there's a fork. I hope I don't have too much stuff hanging. I think I might, though. Yeah, I do. All right, now we're going to have to play for an attack against his king. No two ways about it. Queen h3, pretty direct threat, but what can you do when you're down a piece? You got to make threats if you want to survive. Can I just take that? I don't know what the point of that was. I guess he just wanted some space for his king. Now I'm threatening queen takes g5 at least. All right, let's take here. He wants a queen trade, I feel. Okay, let's do this. See where he sends the knight. All right, I'm going to offer 2 rooks for the queen because... Yeah, I felt like That might have been a good trade. Now he's got to watch these pieces. Like, if he takes c3, I can take b7 or play bishop d5, maybe? Bishop f5. Okay, let's take here. Let's bring this back. I've got a lot of pawns for the piece. I'm attacking his knight now, too. He's going to have a tough time, except I have 11 seconds, don't I? Bishop e4. Nope. Okay. He's got to be careful. Queen g4 coming next. He has knight d4 here, maybe. Knight d4 would be a nice shot, but he didn't notice it. Let's just take that. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. He pre-moved that excellently. Oh, man. That was a tough loss. I had him with the open king. That kind of makes up for the first one, though. Balances out, right? So I have one less point with not a lot of time remaining, 5 minutes. This is a game I maybe had to berserk against Kundariano. All right, I'm going to just fianchetto, though, and try to win quickly, if possible. It's not going to be easy against 2170. Queen c2 next. Nope. Okay. Yeah, I think I started playing too aggressively when the time was getting low. Okay, let's go e4 and try to open this up. I do weaken d4 a lot in playing this, though. Okay, so let's take this way. And then, I guess I'm going to go here and maybe attack e5, but taking on e5 is probably better. Okay, let's give a check. And then maybe double up the rooks. Wow, he's sacking the exchange. Okay, he has bishop h3 if he wants to get that back. Okay, so let's go here. See if he takes the exchange right away. Nope, he's going to hold off on that. This pawn is weak. Now he goes after it. Okay. All right, I guess I'm going to trade. I wasn't liking the alternatives. Otherwise, it looks like d5 was just going to kind of die. Yeah, that pawn is lost. All right, got to make some play elsewhere. Down a pawn in this one. Not looking good. We are up 7 seconds, however. Let's give a check or two. Really don't want to draw. h5 he could play. Are you really going to do this? Don't do this. This is annoying. I don't want to draw. I got to try to play for a win with this time situation. All right, I'll let him take and go into a pawn ending. I can't do much else. He's going to get in c4. I got to play for the win. I don't have a choice as far as the tournament standings go. Okay, f5. This is actually looking pretty dangerous for him now. All of a sudden. He's still winning, actually. No, not. Okay, I got to make a break for this side of the board. If he can eliminate all these pawns in time. Yeah, he did. I still might lose. All right, yeah, that was too bad. He was up a pawn. He didn't want to go for the win. He was just trying to bully me with a draw repetition. Yeah, I can't win the tournament now. I'm out of contention against Sweitschen Gin. So we'll just play this game normal. Let's go a6 and try for b5. He's playing aggressively on the other wing. I'm going to let him take that b pawn if he wants. I should have probably be more mindful of this plan because I'm going to try to counterattack his king, but it may not come fast enough. We'll see. Let's play bishop e6 and attack a2. But yeah, he can just take that. All right, at least we have g5. The queen covers this way. Knight c6, just guard b4. I think he had better ways of playing that attack. He's trying to disrupt this line. Okay, let's do this. Now he should probably play c3 and defend b4. Now he's going to open it up still. He's going for the gusto. All right, where should I put my queen? Let's go here. I know he has bishop d3 developing, but my king is relatively safe, and at some point he's going to have to address the b4 pawn. He has a lot of annoying tempo moves, though, doesn't he? Once again, I'm going to have to play like a sketchy-looking move out of necessity. Not sure why he wasn't playing b4 there. That was a pretty obvious, or c3 rather, to defend b4. That was a pretty obvious move. Okay, now he gets checkmated. All right, how are we shaping up here? I'm in the top 3, but barely. Sepo went on a run after beating me. Traven, there's 30 seconds left. I'm just going to play normal once again. Let's take this and then play d5. Bring this around. He's going knight g3. Okay, let's take that. Play e6. I like the stranglehold I have on the e4 square, but let's go for an attack on the queen side now. A little minority attack. Let's take that. This guy's a fast player. He wants a trade, but this endgame is quite good for black. That should be clear. My king is safe, and he's going to have to worry about this pawn constantly. So let's go here and attack the rook. See, now I can maneuver my knight almost everywhere. Here, and then taking c3 is pretty simple. In fact, let's just get all the pieces off the board, because I don't see how he defends his a-pawn. Maybe he cannot. Yep, and he drops the knight. Okay. Oh, I didn't even get third place. Atrophied edged me out at the end. He got 34 points. So they play the sad non-placing music. Yeah, we had a tough end to this tournament because we lost that game to E-Player. E-Player played well. And we lost that game to Ferrari, which was really pretty poorly played. Like, not only did I blunder a piece in that game, but also I had a real chance to win at the end in that time scramble, and I just didn't convert. I think I started playing too fast too early, and we got kind of unlucky because he, if we go to that game, I pre-moved a move that just happened to like run into his pre-move. Like right here, he played rook d8, and I pre-moved rook d6, trying to activate my rook, and I just ran right into rook takes d6. So that killed me as well. But yeah, I think with his open king, I'm sure I missed something. Did I even miss, like... I guess I didn't have a checkmate, necessarily. At least not an obvious one. But I had something here. I'm sure of it, so... Oh well, it happens. Congrats to Sepo. And as always, thank you guys for watching. And I'll be back again soon with another video. Talk to you guys later.